The suspended Chief Justice Gertrude Torkornoo has broken her silence on the issues of petitions that form the basis of her removal. Currently, a 5-member committee presided over by Justice Gabriel Pwaman is examining the potency of the petitions that have been received. But the Chief Justice will not wait for the hearing of the committee to come out before she's been heard. She's been given reasons to why she has to come out at this particular point in time, despite the fact that the committee is still conducting its case.
I thank everyone who has engaged in this conversation out of concern for my safety and well-being. Let me assure everybody that I am not seeking to cling to a title or a position. However, as a lawyer of 38 years standing, a judge of 21 years standing, and Chief Justice who has served the rule of law all my working life, in fact since I was 25, it is my onerous duty and obligation to speak up concerning anything that is extremely wrong with the administration of justice in this country. This is what I do every day. The situation I have been confronted with has shown me a model of injustice that I would never have thought possible if I had not been exposed to it. This is why, despite great personal discomfort, I have decided to marshal every effort in law and leadership to answer to this situation.
The Chief Justice Gertrude Torkornoo has also been speaking about cause for her to resign. Will she resign at this point in time?
Resigning or retiring while Article 146 proceedings are being conducted to remove a judge is not an option any judge or public official can even have. There is a decided case on the matter by the Supreme Court. The suit number is J6/02/2019. Again, no one has the authority to walk away from proceedings started by the state. Judgment can be entered against you because you fail to defend yourself. And a judge who resigns or retires would still lose all entitlements that they have worked for because they failed to defend the claims and resigned or retired while the proceedings were still going on. Therefore, if false claims are made against a judge or commissioner or other public office holder subject to Article 146 proceedings just to achieve a political agenda, the solution cannot be to resign or voluntarily retire out of frustration, pressure, or fear.
For her, the journey is on and she will fight to the end.
On my part, I chose to respect His Excellency the President's warrant of suspension, even though it was clear to me that it was not supported by a prima facie determination that is required by the Constitution and decisions of the Supreme Court. I have chosen to honor the process set in place to hear the petitions, but I do not choose to hide from the nation that perversion of law, rules, and due process, as we all know them, are driving the proceedings, and this renders the proceedings unconstitutional. I choose to trust that such darkness will not totally engulf this nation.
As it stands now, the Lady Chief Justice says she is not resigning, and resigning is not an option. But Ghanaians will have to hear her story because she is of the firm belief that justice is not being served on her, and whatever decision is taken will not only end at her, but for people who follow her and future Chief Justices should her removal succeed. Murtala, Inusah, GHOne.
The basic tool of the West does says that there is a breach of the rules of justice to recognize my